Hey guys, I'd like to share with you in this video how I manage and reclaim my scrap clay. I'm going to take this scrap clay right here and pretty much transform it into this precious new clay right here. And I'm going to show you how I do it in time lapse. But before we get started, we're going to like just explore the scrap clay. These containers I got these in. I might have showed you these before. I can't remember, but they're just for like beads, like hobby stuff, like jewelry, I guess. These packs of clay, they're a bit tight, but they fit. I thought this is a really cool thing to use for my clay. If you have trouble getting your pieces of clay out, you could just put, a couple pieces of tape on it and make like a tab to pull these out. But this is a cool way to store your clay. It keeps the dust off it and everything. This is just 2 boxes of clay, and there's some loose clay in here too. There is a little cane. There's a Skinner blend. This was probably left over from when I made a flower or something. Okay, this is how I'm going to explain scrap clay. You have 2 different kinds basically. I like to call clean scrap and crafted scrap. Clean scrap would be where you have just colors left over from a project you was doing, and it's all the same color. It hasn't been mixed with anything. You just put it, wad it up into a ball and then put it back into a container like this. But this right here I would call crafted scrap, where it's just all mixed up and there's pretty much no use for it other than maybe trying to pull a design out of it, cutting sheets of it or something. You might could use this for some kind of look if you needed that kind of look, because it's almost like a marbly. But there's really no saving this as far as separating it. The only thing I could do with this is mix it up into one color. This right here was a flower that I was going to do, and I didn't really like how the petals turned out. They're a little weird for me, so I didn't finish it. That's pretty cool. Look, a little tie-dye egg. I make these every now and then. I thought this could be like a cool camo bead. It's not baked or anything. And I had another one of another color, but I think I lost it. But this is just some kind of scrap cane. I just pulled some slices off to make this. Some leftover spare beads. That's pretty much it for this. But this is where I keep all my clean scrap clay. Just clay left over from packs or something that's already been thoroughly mixed into one color. Now these little totes, these Tupperware things, I keep all my scrap clay, crafted scrap clay in it. I also keep all my gray clay that I got mixed, the 2-part clay. I keep that in these. These are really nice for this clay. I've had it in here for quite a while and no problems. But let's look in here. This is scrap clay, and this right here, this big old block, is just clay that's already been mixed up. It's pretty much at the point of no return. It's turned into this like real pale muted color. Okay, I have some all just junk scrap clay. It's not wasted. Looky there. Another Easter egg. That's pretty cool. I'll keep that. Already finding treasure. Here's a soft bead, experimental bead to one of those necklaces I made. Just stuck it in here. There's that ladybug cane. Super busy cane pattern that I was just messing around with. I really like these colors right here. This was some scrap from where I made the yellow flower. So this will get mixed up into a ball. Oh, and this is really cool. I remember seeing this before. I want to show you this. It's just a random thing. I was just experimenting with the clay, but it looks like a bird, and this would be the edge of a bird like next to it. So you know what I want to do? Like real quick, I want to cut some pieces off of that and just experiment. I want to see, and see if it makes like a continuous bird pattern. It kind of makes a bird pattern. Like a repeated bird. Like look at this one. The eye and the eyelashes and stuff. That's pretty neat. This looks like little red birds, and it's completely random. I didn't actually try to make that. The best thing you can do for separating your clay, I'm going to cut this white away, try to cut the white away, but without getting any red in there. So I got a piece of white, and then I'll just put that right here. This next part, I'm going to separate all this clay in time lapse, and I start off working with the white. Most of the white came from the ladybug cane. So what I would do is I would just cut little pieces of it off and try to make sure that there were no colors in that white. The cleaner I get this white, the better it will turn out once I mix it all up. And I have to say, it turned out way whiter than I thought it was going to. It's a near perfect white. So I'm just starting with my brighter colors first, and I just kind of pick through this pile and match up the colors. There's a few yellow pieces that look the same. I have a pile for my ladybug, the red part. Thinking back though, I probably would have, try to separate some of the black parts of the ladybug out, like maybe the head, cut that out, and the part that's going down the center. Had I done that, I would have wound up with a brighter pink ball of clay and a small, darker reddish black, new ball of clay. But you could pretty much spend as much time as you want or as little time as you want separating this. The more time you put into it, the better the results. But there's a certain point where you don't want to spend like forever trying to separate this clay. I think I did a pretty decent job. Here's everything all separated. I mixed the piles of clay up off camera, and you can see that these are brand new unique colors, and you can use them for your projects. I hope this has helped y'all a little bit, just to help show you that if you mess up on a project, that doesn't mean it's over. You didn't waste your clay, and it's not the end of everything. This might help you actually prolong your clay a little bit for practicing and stuff. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. It means a lot. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you here again soon.